Hello guys, and welcome to another random reviews video. For tonight's episode, I want to show you something that I acquired some time ago that ended up to be not a very good product, but that I ended up fixing and I've been using it for a little while. Is I'm not gonna say it was an easy fix. I think it was an easy fix, but for some people it may not be an easy fix. But it's something that I believe that everybody can do. Just need to pay a little attention. So first, the disclaimer that I'm going to put here: I'm not asking you to do this fix if you got this product and the same thing happened to you. All I'm saying is that I did it and that for me it worked. I'm not a gunsmith, so I'm not suggesting for you to do anything to any kind of firearm that you have. So I'm just going to show you what I did. The second thing I want to disclose and say is that the company that I'm going to talk about has nothing to do with the quality of that product. And I'm going to elaborate a little bit about it once I start talking about the product per se. I did contact them like everybody does when you buy something that costs a little bit of money and it doesn't work as it's supposed to work. You contact them, and then I found out that I should have done a little more research about it, but I didn't. So let's start. So what I'm going to talk about is about this thing. So this is the empty box. It's an AimSport Mossberg 500 Modular M-Lok Rail with Picatinny top rail. So the specifications that it comes with is a 25 inch in length, and it weighs about 14.28 ounces. So it's quite heavy. And as the box says, it's intended to be installed on a Mossberg 500. So the features is this machine from 6061 aluminum, whatever the hell that means. Since it broke on me, I don't know if it's 6061, whatever. It was not a good material, at least in some parts or in some portions of it, and I'll show you where. So Modular M-Lok modular attachment system, compatible with most Mossberg 500 models. Holds 6 shot shells because it comes with a 6 shell carrier, which is awesome. Removable shot shell card, yes, it has that. Continuous mill 1913 top rail, it has that. That one's really good actually. You can put sights on it and stuff. Steel pins, hardware included. It comes with everything. That's one of the awesome things about this product. Even though it broke on me the first day I took it to the range, I still think it's awesome. And as I mentioned to the guys at AimSport, which were again awesome in their support, even though they told me that they could not help me with a replacement, they were really good. They explained to me what happened, and I just told them, hey, I'm gonna fix it. And then the guy said, hey, if you want to send me a picture, I want to see what you do to it. And I did, and I sent it, and he actually replied to me, and he sent me some goodies. It was a good interaction. So anyway, since YouTube has some rules about installing stuff into firearms, I'm not gonna show you the installation process, even though I did it a long time ago. I could just take it apart and do it again and just take pictures to show you, but I'm not gonna do that because YouTube doesn't like it. So I'm just gonna show you the end product per se. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you like what I am going to show you is the shotgun as it comes when you purchase it stock, and then all the things I did until I got it to where it is right now, because I did try to change how it looks during some time until now I have something that feels like it belongs into a Halo video game or something like that. So let me show you the thing. Uh, this shotgun is not, it's not too long, but it's like a regular size shotgun, but it's not gonna fit on my table, the whole thing. So I'm just gonna move it around and show you. So first order of business, as everybody does. Let me see, how can I fit this here? Let me push the mouse away. This thing is completely unloaded. I just hit my screen with the shotgun. It's unloaded. Okay. And it's unsafe. So we can safely manipulate it. Even though you're gonna be looking at a video that has been recorded some time ago. So when I point the thing at the camera, don't get crazy. It's just a video, okay? And the reason I say it is because, yeah, people actually kind of comment and things like that. Yeah, oh, you pointed a gun at the people. No, I'm by myself in an office with a camera. So let me see if I can show you what it is. So this is basically what they call a quad rail, because it has 4 sides. I think that's why they call it quad rail, and you can put railings all across and M-Lok stuff all over the place. So you can actually put your favorite light, your favorite iron sights and the scopes and everything on this kind of rails. So let me show you first. This is the front side, of course, of the shotgun. This I bought separately, so I'm not gonna talk about that. It just looks cool. So you can see you actually put the shotgun inside the rail. It's completely encased in it. This is a screw that I MacGyvered in there so I can hold this piece in, because this is supposed to attach to the magazine tube. But since this is saying Mossberg, you have limitations on what you can do with this magazine tubes unless you buy another one, and I don't have the budget for it. Maybe in the future I will, but right now I can't. So I kind of like, just did the threading to this piece, and then I added a screw that fits so that it doesn't move. And it works. I mean, when I take it apart, everything comes out, and if I have to clean it, I take it apart and everything comes out, no problem. These things over here are some rubber covers that go into barrel shrouds, kind of like to help you with the heat signature that these things can produce, or the heat that these things can produce. And they look nice, since I don't have anything on the sides, on the Picatinis that it has on the sides, that it doesn't come with them. I bought them and I put them there because my original light was there, and I just changed it when I got this from Bright Night. What? Wait. It's not that I can't read, it's that I use eyeglasses and some angles are weird for me, so bear with me a little bit. Brent Night. That's what it says. Brent Night XP22 Scorpion. This light is sick. That's all I'm gonna say. And it actually can deal with the ridiculous recoil and shock that a shotgun produces when you shoot it. It's a 12 gauge shotgun, and yeah, it stays there. It doesn't break, or it hasn't broken it yet. So talking about the rail again, as you can see, it's completely encased in there. I do hope that this weird angles can showcase what I'm trying to show you. I did the same rubber barrel shroud covers on top, because these things kind of tend to have like sharp edges, and it looks, I like the way it looks. I'm not saying it looks cool, because maybe you look at it and you think it's stupid, but I like it. It looks cool to me, and it kind of like gives you when you're not shooting, if you want to grip it here, this is comfortable, and it will prevent the shotgun scratching your hand if you, for whatever reason, are grabbing it by the railing, which can happen. So It has, of course, since it comes from the all the way from the action, I think it's called this from the back of the shotgun all the way to the front. It provides a heat sink or a heat shield, not heat sink, a heat shield. And I don't know if you can make it out. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But okay, hold on, let me probably will. Okay, so now, so this is the barrel of the shotgun, and it gives you a lot of space between the barrel and the heat shield. So it doesn't matter how you grab this, you're never gonna burn your hand with your shotgun. After you shot it a couple of times, this gets really hot, and it's not even touching the barrel, which I kind of like. So I installed this clip from sight because I am a firm believer in iron sights. Even though I like optics, but optics are not forever. They can break, they can run out of batteries, and you still need to be able to aim. This setup allows me to aim 3 different ways. I can still use the beat, even though I don't know if you can see it. I added an additional thing to the barrel that has kind of like it's not true glow, but it kind of glows you know, with the light, and it's red, so you can see that red dot when you look from behind. I'm going to show you from where you look. It creates like a bridge, and you can actually see this, and you can aim, and it's as if you didn't have this whole thing on top. So it's good to aim. I also added the this scope. This is a center point, actually center point red dot. It's not green, red dot. It's cheap as hell, but it holds. I've been shooting the shotgun for a few years now with that thing on, and it holds 0 and it doesn't break. I don't know if mine is a freak of nature or if these things are actually okay. I'm not gonna say it's awesome, but it's okay. It works. It holds the 0, it doesn't break. And this shotgun has broken a couple of flashlights and one red dot that I had before. So, and I think I don't wanna use his name. So don't take my word for it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think it was the Honest Outlaw that did a review on this, or that he was using this kind of center point, or maybe was a Lucky Gunner that mentioned that these things are good for shotguns. So I went and bought one, and they actually are good. So as you can see, he has the side saddle. That's the name, side saddle. And you can actually remove this, but it has screws on it, so you have to unscrew it and take it out, and the whole thing comes out, and you don't have to take the whole quad rail. I'm gonna call it quad rail, the whole railing system off to remove this if you want to. I don't know why you want to remove it, but if you want to, you can do that. Very easy to access your side shells once you have it there. On the right side of the shotgun, and there's nothing in particular, just you know, the access to your chamber and everything else, and it's just and it works just like a regular railing system. I mean, it doesn't add anything, just weight, because it weighs a lot. It doesn't interfere with the function of the shotgun, and it works fine. So now I'm going to show you what broke, and I'm going to use this side. The side saddle is hit my mic really hard with the shotgun, so that's going to be nice on the video. I'm not going to edit, I'm not going to change it. In case you're asking, this is how you call that? Let me see the name of the damn thing. mat pull. This is a mat pull buttstock, and the God, my brain's farting. This is a mat pull setup. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do another video about this, the furniture, later. But this is mat pull. It doesn't come with this, but much better to shoot. Like I said, I'm not a gun expert, and I forget the names of the things. So anyway, so if you can see over there, I think you can notice that without me moving this because it's too long. It broke here. So this is the portion of the quad rail or the railing system that you attach to the shotgun with this screw that it comes with. So it has the guide bar that goes inside and holds into your trigger system on the back all the way to the other side. So you replace that and you replace it with the one that the shotgun comes with. It comes with the screws and everything. But the thing is that when it started shooting, it broke over here. It didn't break on this side, but it broke on this side. So the way I fixed it, and this is what I say that I'm not telling you to do it, I'm just telling you that I did it like that and it works. I found, I don't know, they're called hurricanes, and it's a piece of metal used in construction when you're finishing the house and you're attaching the metal parts, the connectors. I don't know if you know about construction, but when you're doing the framing of the house, you have the framing and then you have the trusses or the joists and everything else that goes into the building of the house before you put the roof on it, before you put the plywood on top. There are things called hurricanes, and you connect the 2x4s with all the portions of the house and those support beams and that kind of thing. That metal is aluminum, and it's kind of hard, and it's made to resist strength and pressure. So I took one of those, and I just put it on. I took the whole thing off, and I put it on the bottom of it, and I traced the shape of the piece that broke, and I gave it a strong 1-inch inside the metal over here. And here I think I did maybe 2.5, 3 inches this way, so it kind of like does like this all the way. Then I drilled 2 holes and 1 additional hole here, and the hole for the connector piece. Then I added a screw from the bottom up and bolts on each side. And I did the same on the piece that didn't break, just to reinforce it. I just cut this shape over here, I caught it, and I added the same bolts, just to be on the safe side. Since one side broke, I figured that the other side was gonna break too, and that's it. I fixed it and it works. And I didn't get rid of it. I really liked it. I really like the way it looks. I enjoy it. So I decided to, try and fix it, and it worked. I'm happy with it. So the explanation that they gave me is that the metal that they use to make these things is not that good. So that's why I'm gonna say that if you're in the market for one of these things, to make sure you get the right reviews and see what people say about them. To be honest, I've been trying to find more reviews about this, and the only one I can see is the one from Aim Sport. Originally, these things were made for the Remington 870, the Remington 870. And then they did the version of the Mossbergs, and I haven't seen people complaining about the Remington ones. And they are easier to find even today. This I had to dig to get it. I saw the first video I saw was a guy with a Remington. And I said, well, they have to make them for Mossbergs because they're just as popular. And I was very wrong. I actually got this from a third party vendor. I was gonna say fourth party vendor. I didn't get it directly from Main Sport. AIM Sports, but the guy that was selling it did sell it from AIM Sport. It was he bought it at AIM Sport, I think, and it was brand new when I got it. It was not used, brand new. I opened the box, it was taped, it was like brand new, and it broke. Then the people at AIM Sport, great company, and I'm not sponsored, so I really like the interaction. I just let them know because I thought that maybe they had to do with that vendor, and it turns out that they don't. And the guy explained it to me. He said, "Well, these things they were not really good, so we discontinue their sale." And I said, "Oh crap!" I explained to them that I was not calling to send it back, so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna try and fix it, and that's the story that I told the guy. I said, "Well, if you do send me pictures, I want to see," and I did, and they replied to me and sent me some goodies. So good interaction. I really like this. I love the way it looks. Like I said, it looks like a Halo inspired shotgun. It's just so freaking cool. And the only bad thing about the metal not being really good, at least where all the power of the shotgun lies, which is the chamber not being a good metal. Everything else is holding in place, nothing is shaking, and I can deal with the weight. This is not the primary thing anyway. If zombies come, this is not gonna be the primary thing I'm gonna be carrying out. It's gonna be there, but mainly, for me, for range. Maybe I can someday do some wild boar hunting or something like that with this. I don't know. I just like it. Yeah, let me put it back. Odd position to hold this thing. It's too heavy. So, foreign guard. It came to me. I think that's the name. Foreign guard. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. Even if I found somebody right now after having one and understanding that if it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail over here. Will I buy another one? Would I buy it? Yes, I would. Definitely, I would buy it. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, it looks really nice. I like it. To me, it looks awesome, and I can handle the weight for quite a while. I'm not gonna say I can walk 6 hours with this thing, like on the street, because I don't know. I don't walk with this thing on the streets, but I can hold it and use it for, I don't know, between reloading and so I can use it continuously for some time, so I can deal with it. So far, maybe there's going to be a time where I'm not going to have the strength to hold it. I hope that day never comes, but that's the reality. You get old, you get weaker. But I can handle it. I don't have a problem with it. This is not something recommended for somebody that is, small or doesn't have a lot of arm strength or even back problems. I think this is going to be a challenge because it is quite heavy. It helps with the recoil being so heavy, and especially front heavy. It's heavier in the front, and we all know that when you add weight to the front, it's not the same as having the weight in the back, so you feel it a little bit more on the front. But it helps me with the recoil of the shotgun, and shotguns are mules, they kick you. But I would definitely buy it again, and now knowing what I know, and after, or maybe I will do a little more research to see. But the thing is that I couldn't find anything. This is odd. The internet totally rejected this product, it seems, and there's not a lot of information out there that you can find. There was a guy that installed it and then got rid of it for some reasons or what, I don't know. So anyway, I will buy it again. I like it. I'm not suggesting you do it, but I like it. And I think that the ones, like I said, for the Remington A70s work fine. So do so if you like these things at your own risk. So the way I install this is that my iron sights can co-witness with the red dot. So I can actually look through and see the front side. So I can use both at any time. I am now, however, gonna add some railing at maybe like elevations. I want it a little higher. Front red dot and the back one, the back side, the back iron sight, the rear end iron sight. A little more elevation. I think I'm gonna put them a little higher. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do to it. Then I have to go. It's me an excuse to go to the range again, kind of like zero it. Oh, I need to re-zero it, honey. Yeah, I changed something. Now it works better. Yeah, that's pathetic. Anyway, again, these videos that I make are not intended to sound like a professional reviewer of products. Like I say, my understanding and the way that I perceive people who review products is that most of them are getting paid to review things. And even though I would say many of the products, or if not most of the products that they use are really good, they are things that you actually may not need, or they are not as good as they're telling you they are. They're just good products. Or there may be something else that does the same thing that is not as expensive as the things that they review. If you see these videos, they say, oh, this is a budget thing and it costs you $500. Dude, $500 is not budgeted. That's expensive as fuck. Pardon my French. If you if you want to talk about budget, maybe $250 up to $300 for something that does something that you want, then that's a budget thing. Anything beyond that, it's not budget. And again, with firearms and sights and everything else, the more you pay is usually the better product that you're acquiring, usually. But there are alternatives that are not that expensive that actually work fine. I'm not going to Fallujah anytime soon. So if I have a red dot that doesn't break when I go to the range with it, the times that I use it, I'm more than happy with it. And I have a nice iron sight backup. So if this breaks, I'll just take it off, throw it away, use my iron sights, and then get me another one. If you have the money to buy a loophole, then go for it. If you have the money to buy something more expensive, then do it. But the reason that I do these videos is because I try to get things that work, that don't break, and are not expensive, and that people can enjoy, which is kind of like, and that are functional and practical. This is probably not practical, but it's really functional, if you ask me. If you ask me, that's in my opinion. Bless you, honey. Wife has allergies. I said bless you in English. I should have said it in Spanish. So that may sound weird for her, even though she speaks English. Anyway, random reviews. I don't know. If you want to leave me a comment, I know this is kind of like all over the place video, but this thing looks really good. I am going to leave you some pictures so you can have an appreciation of the whole thing. The pictures that I took are before I acquired this flip-on sight. This one is flip-on, so you push a button here and it comes up. The one in the back is not. And the only reason, I don't know why, I don't know, maybe somebody watches this and can tell me. I bought this and it cost me like, I think it was like $25 or something like that. But the one from the same brand that was flip onto was like $50. And I say, what the I'm gonna buy a piece of plastic that will cost me $50 because it flips on? No. So I bought another one that you can actually push it by hand and it does the same thing. Now the OCD in me is driving me crazy and I want to buy the flip on even if it costs $50 because I haven't been able to find something similar from the same brand that has the flip on button. So I am going to fall for the machine, the industrial machine, the consumeristic machine is gonna grind me very soon because this is driving me crazy. So I'm gonna buy it. I think I was trying to find ghost sites that are flip on, but I probably didn't look hard enough. Maybe I'll go for those because they're faster to acquire. The site picture and everything else. Anyway, will you buy something like this? I know I would. If I ever get me another shotgun, maybe I'm not gonna do the same setup. But am I happy that I got it? Yes. If I didn't have it, would I buy it again? Yes. Was it worth the money that I paid? Yes. Because even if it breaks, and I come from a place where we are used to fix things that break. We're not used to replace things that break. So the time in which I grew, you fix things. So chairs, you fix it. My mother used to fix rocking chairs. She has, they're still there, and I'm like ancient, and she bought them before I was born, and the freaking chairs are still in my sister's house, believe it or not. And my mother used to fix them herself. Now we found a guy that does them, and my sister calls him to kind of like fix them when they get loose or something like that. So yeah, I came from a society that's used to fix things and just extend their lives. So I kind of like it when I buy something that doesn't work and I can make it work, or do something to it that makes it work better or makes it work more attuned into what I want to do with it. And this is one example. Again, I'm not telling you to do this, and I can't say it enough. I'm not telling you to do any of this. I'm just telling you I did it and it works for me. If you like this video and you don't mind me rumbling about things that I probably don't know nothing about, please leave a thumbs up, share the video. If you have anybody else that has nothing else to do, but this might be interesting to them, share them with that person, or just to make them suffer, share it with them. And if you want to see more, subscribe so you get notified. So with nothing more to say, Dark Angel signing out. And God bless you all, guys.